Hello and welcome to Back to Basic Monday, and yes, we're having another little look at the envelope punch board, but today I'm showing you how to make this cute little file card. Obviously I've shown you how to make your bows, and we're going to make this little pouch which is rather cute. Well, I think so anyway. Okay. And then, as promised, we're going to make these little spools so you can pop your twine round, and the mason jar tags. If you've got some netting, you could sew around here, pop some beads and something in. I think that's what I'm going to do with these, and yeah, make them a shaker mason jars. So without further ado, I'm just going to pop all my makes to one side. And we will first do the mason jars. So the mason jars, you need a piece of cardstock which measures 2.5 by 3.5. Okay, and we are going to just line up on the very edge. So you're only just catching the very edge of the paper, like so. Okay, I'm going to flip it over and catch the very edge again. That gives you, that gives you the shape. I'm just going to round the edges, corners should I say. Let's round the corners. So that gives your edge, and then you need a tiny strip, and I would say a tiny strip. I'll just pop this down of and it all depends how thick your jar top wants to be, and obviously with your corresponding paper as well. But I'm just going to do it like so. Oopsie. I'll do it on the edge here like so. It's because I'm doing it up in the air, sorry ladies. So I know that's quite a lot of you, no wonder, quite a lot of you have messaged to say that you've got your envelope punch board, and there's a few of you that say that you haven't. So I'm just doing with my back to basics, revisiting what we've actually got. So that's our cute mason jar. So I'll just do it again, just so the ladies that want to have a go, and then you can pop a hole punch and then add a bit of twine, and that's it. If you wanted to make a template from this as well and draw around a piece of card, so it's going to be a little bit substantial, more substantial, okay, and I would ink the edges as well. So that's that one. We're going to do it again, and it is literally like halfway. Let me see that punch. I'm going to pop it over and again line it up, and my punch board has gone. It's typical, poor old thing. I use it so much. And I'm just going to, yours wouldn't be like this. Your nice new one would punch fine. It's just mine. So that's the shape of the rim, and then obviously again a little bit of tape over this, and it's lovely out here today. So at last the sun's come out. I'm just going to catch the top of this, like so, on the wonk, like myself. I might just fold it down. To make it a smaller one. And then round the corners. Dear me, that's not very good. It's better. Don't think my corner for this one was very good. So that's your two mason jars. Okay, so hopefully I've given you, so what you could do is back them and then pop your ribbon through, or just have them like that. So that's your mason jars. So now the spool. So this little card, the spool card, whoopsie, measures 2 by 2.5. Now this is really, really easy. You're going to punch it at 1 1/8, which on here is really good because it's got 1 1/8, and you're going to flip it and punch again, and then what we're going to do is we're going to turn it and flip it the opposite end. So you've got this little thing going on in between. Okay, can you see? Looks a little bit like an egg timer, doesn't it? That's another thing. And then what we're going to do is come in with our scissors and just take this little bit off. So that's our spool. If you want to, again, corner round, make sure that I've got it right up in the corner. So you must make sure that you've got it right up in the corner, and all the mess that's underneath. Can you see? So it's make sure that it's right up in the corner to get a good corner to it. And there's your spool. So then you would, like me, I know this doesn't go, wrap ribbon round it and then gift it out to somebody. So yeah, just wrap this round. Okay, so that's your spools. Okay, so I'll quickly do it again. 1 1/8, punch, flip it. 1 1/8, punch, flip it over. 1 1/8. So it's every. You've got that bit. 1 1/8. So you've got that little bit, funny bit going on, and then you're going to just snip that away. And there you go, that's your spool. Right, so the next thing that we're going to come to is the file card. So this is a 5.5 by 8.5, and we're going to fold it in half. And then what you're going to do, oh no, I should use this bone folder, is cut 1/2 inch off. So I've got one already cut, so I'll just fold this down, just so that. So you're going to cut 1/2 inch off, and this is double-sided paper, which is the one that I'm using isn't. Okay, so I've cut 5.5 inches off. This is actually going to go in a file or a journal or whatever to put loads together. Junk journal. And I'll show you in a minute how that will turn out. So with your file, again with the edge of your page of your file, you want to come to there so that you get that mark. And then you're going to come down, and as wide as you think that you want it. So I think I'm going to want it at 2.5. Okay, like that. And then we will cut this off. So then you're going to flip it around, and you're going to marry it in on the edge there, like that, and then come along 2.5. So it's up to you. You could do 2 inches, you could do anything. Then let's get this out of the way. I'm just going to do this by eye. It might be a bit crooked, but we're just going to cut off this bit here, and then we're going to cut off this bit here. and that makes your file. So if this was, let me just take this off, if this was in a folder, you would then, and it was the same, obviously you would do another one up, because yeah, they're the same. Let's see if I can, so yeah, so obviously in that you would do these in a different, yeah, in a different one if you're putting them in a file. But I've made this one as a file card, which I think is really, really pretty. And I'm more than likely going to put this one in a file. So let's just quickly cut this edge off to show you what we're going to do with the next one. So you don't want to come up to the edge for the next one. So I want to come up, say, 2 inches, 2.5, because that's 2.5, 2.5, and then 2, the edge here, 5. Okay, then what you're going to do is cut this off, this bit off. Hopefully I've done this right. Can you see? So that's 1, that's 2. So if this is going to go in your file, I'm just going to do this edge. So now I want this to come up, let me see how much I came. Yeah. I want this to be round about sort of the same. And 2.5. Oh, I think I've done it wrong. 2.5. Right. So let's see. I need to cut this bit off. So that's like that. I know it's a bit on the wonk. And then when you pop it through, you've got your different flaps for your different things. So I think that's a really, really, yeah, a super idea. Or you can actually make a file card like this and then put some goodies inside it as well. So that's 2 little things. Okay, so that's your file card. And one more last thing, and this is your pocket, our pouch. And hopefully I've got enough time. And so this is 6 by 6. And we are going to score this, punch and score this at 2 1/4, punch and score. And then we're going to move it along at 3 1/4, punch and score. And then you're going to follow the lines, punch and score, and the next line, punch and score. Then the next line, punch and score, and then the next line, punch and score. And then the next line, just punch. Well, we will score this one, but we're not going to score this top one. Punch that. And you've got this. Okay, so we're going to fold all the edges down, and then we're going to cut away the little flaps that we don't need. We'll do it on that side. So snip away, snip away, snip away, snip away. Now hopefully even the ladies that have got them. It's just perhaps if you don't use them for, well, obviously you use them for making envelopes. And I forgot to say, as Crafty Michelle reminded me, there is an app which I have got and I do use. Right, so we're going to quickly stick this together and just find some tape. In actual fact, I think I'm going to just use a glue dot just for now. So these are really, really good. So I'm going to put one here so that you can see. And then pop one there. So if you're making one of these, obviously you might want to use wet glue or whatever. So now this looks like the little envelope box that we make, but smaller. But in between these two score lines, I want you to pinch, and then there. And obviously, you would stick this down properly, and then here I'm just going to trim off this excess bit. See, hands are a bit wobbly. There. And then fold that down. And then you would then decorate that, which I've done here, so that it hides this bit here. But yeah, obviously you get the idea. So I have got a giveaway, and the giveaway will be the files, will be this make, and it will be this, my little spools, my mason jars. So yeah, who would like all these goodies? I'm sure there's quite a few of you, and yeah, I will send this out and you can actually properly stick it together. Yeah, so please leave a comment below, you know, to be in with a chance of winning some of this lovely goodies. Thank you for your support. This is open to any international, I will just say that because I know that I've got some international watchers now. So yeah, it's open to any international, this little giveaway, because yeah, I think they miss out sometimes. Okay, so yeah, who wants to have these to pop in their journal? I mean, that's, you know, that's going to be super cute. Or make your own little file of facts. Yeah. Alrighty then. Okay, thank you for watching, and yeah, and supporting my channel. Thank you so much, and yeah, see you in the next video. God bless to you all. Bye for now.